Okay, so it has cream cheese, lox, tomato, capers, and
cream cheese, lox, tomato, caper.
Cream cheese. I'm done.
Ninja, we need to get on camera ready. There. Hi, welcome to, why does my face look so weird? Hi, I'm Chrissy Burrows and I am a food critic, and today we will be criticizing, and or not criticizing, just laying down facts of how we feel about certain foods and drinks according to our sophisticated palate. And we have one iced coffee with cream and sugar from the Starbucks. This is iced. And then we have one lox bagel from the Noah's, aka Noah's Bagels. Now, first things first, this was not a premeditated meal. This was last minute. I got a call. What do you want? And I said, ooh, a lox bagel sounds delicious. I love a good lox bagel. First things first, you get your protein from the salmon. The cream cheese is usually lovely. I don't know what type, do they use regular cream cheese? I sometimes like a flavored cream cheese. It's on an onion bagel. They had the onion bagel today. It has cream cheese. Can we get inside? One moment, please. One moment. Okay, so it has cream cheese, lox, tomato, capers, and plain cream cheese. I'm dying to try the bagel from, oh, it has onions, and I'm not seeing a lot of onions here in the center. I'm dying to try a lox bagel from Russ and Daughters in New York. That is on my bucket list, people. On my bucket list. So it's looking pretty good today. Again, not a lot of onions. The tomatoes look juicy. The salmon looks fresh. The bagel, a little slightly toasted. Shamir looks good. Capers look healthy. Let's give it a run. I do feel like they did put a good amount of cream cheese. I like to see a good little layer of cream cheese on each end. That's very important. I do feel like Noah's bagels are getting smaller. Like, I do feel like this is a fairly small bagel. Back in the Gap, I feel like the big bagels were rounder, larger, juicier. Maybe this is due to cost. I also feel like, let's look at the dough of the bagel real quickly. I do feel like they're getting a little, like, airy. They're not quite as dense as we like. I don't know. You know, I know there's, like, the yeast bagel. There's different types of bagels. Noah's is known for their convenience now. They used to have great bagels. They used to be absolutely excellent bagels, but now I feel like craft bagelries, is that a word? No. Are on the rise. They're doing a lot better. There's just a lot more care and attention. You know, Noah's is still a commercial chain, and we're beginning to see that. But let's give it a try and see how they did. A bit of the cucumber that was left on the wrapper. Cucumber's good, crunchy, fresh. Now let's get a bite of this. Zoom in. Cool. There are the onions. Okay, so my first issue is that tasted primarily salmon-esque. Okay, so if I open it up, you have this one side going on, and then you have this one side. I have one cucumber. Like, I need more cucumbers. Because remember, the capers are really salty, the onions are a nice bite, but I feel like the cucumbers really kind of break up the saltiness. That's what I find. I have a wrapper of onion in here. I'm not gonna trip about that, you know what I mean? It's not a piece of hair, that would be gross. So let's try another bite. This time I'm bringing the cucumber forefront. I need to ration it since they are giving a lot of it. better. I almost feel like I'm not really getting a straw flavor from the tomato. I feel like there's almost maybe one too many capers in there. Maybe a few more onions. No shit is necessary. It's just coming off a little salty. So maybe a little too much salt on that salmon. Yeah, I feel like the bagel quality at Noah's has gone down. I feel like it's very dense. It's a very dense bagel. I almost want it to be like, have more flavor inside the onion bagel. Like there's a lot of flavor on top, but on the inside it could use more flavor. I'm gonna eat this all because I paid for it, but I have critical feedback to give back. Oh, that bite was salty. Too many capers with the salmon. Overall, I'm gonna give this a 6 out of 10. Yeah. I just feel like some days it's really good, or some days like my palate is really different. And I did start off by drinking water because it's important to cleanse your palate. Or maybe some days I just really crave the lox bagel, and so it's just so good. But today it's only a 6 out of 10. Now, there's a place called Boschik Bagels. And New York Times wrote an article about them being the best on the West Coast. And we need to go try them. The hard part was I just wanted one bagel from them. You know what I mean? I'm one person. But I feel like if we're gonna do a proper taste test, then we need to get a couple different bagels, don't we? Yes, we do. And my nose is still healing, so I have a Band-Aid on it. Don't trip. I think there's some things you should be very critical about life. One is the food, because it's going into your body. Except for like when you're really, really hungry. Number 2 is how people treat you. And you should be very critical about it. Now, what other people are doing, how other people live their lives, that, who cares? You know what I mean? Let them do that. As long as it doesn't interfere with you and your peace. Don't worry about it. What people are wearing. I judge people on their clothes based on, is it something I would wear? Is that something I would like? Do I like that color? Do I like that texture? But even then, it's a judgment. That is simply merely an observation. And that's important to know the difference in life of like, are we observing or are we judging? And here we're simply observing based on our taste buds. Yeah, it's really coming apart here at the end. Now that salmon just feels extra salty. Like, I know it's salty, but this one has gone a little overboard. And don't worry, I have on plenty of sunblock, but I do also have a really great tan. I've been in the sun a lot. Thank you, Mexico. So I'm gonna give that 6 out of 10. I will eat the other side. I don't necessarily feel the hunger right now when the hunger hits. So today we got an iced coffee with cream, 3 pumps of classic syrup. As you can tell from the look, it's a little heavy on the cream this morning. Yeah, it's a little too heavy on the cream today. You know, I say this, life is like your Starbucks coffee. You never know what you're gonna get each day. And although some days it all seems like a bland, boring, blah, it all feels the same, it's not. It's not. Every day is different. And every day is like your Starbucks coffee. And it's different. It's different every day. Some days are better than others. Some days are better than others. And some days you can applaud the barista. Some days you can't. You're welcome for that infused life advice. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. Let me know what other foods you would like me to criticize, judge, and or observe. Stay blessed, and peace out.